at a retirement for the Philadelphia, or at least essentially retire from the Eagles. Now, Brandon Graham, the longest tenured player in Eagles franchise history, is considering coming out of retirement. There have been discussions with the team, and if the two sides can work out a contract, which shouldn't be that hard to do, Brandon Graham will wind up rejoining the Eagles this week. So a lot of people wondering what the Eagles would do at the trade deadline. Could they get another pass rusher? They may have a pass rusher in their city. It may be somebody that they're quite familiar with. Brandon Graham looks like he soon could be headed back to the Philadelphia Eagles, Greeny.
And Teddy, the first thing I thought of when I see that, and obviously he was with us last year for edition of Countdown, great guy, and terrific longtime player, but leadership, right? We talked about that team kind of splintering or potentially splintering. That's where he may come in.
I mean, hopefully BG's been working out. You know, first of all, because I'm telling you, you retire, and sometimes you think you're done. But, I mean, if they made the call because of some of you heard Darlington talking about chemistry and drama.
Right.
That's one of the core four. Yes. Remember the core four they talked about in terms of leadership? Bring him back. Maybe he can quell some of this drama and all this chemistry problems.
They can use him on the field, too. They need help on the edge. They desperately miss Josh Sweat. Right, Noah Smith Jr. is out. Like, the edge players are not the same as they were a year ago.
Man, as good as BG has been for that organization, he took some time off. I'm just anxious to see him. And, yes, we are fans of him here. I just want to know what it's going to look like if he does come back. That's all.
Man, oh, man. I tell you what, though, you're right. Alex, to your point, they don't have the depth that they have. Yeah. And it shows when in the fourth quarter of games.
We'll find out if you're bringing somebody back now that's retired to try to help your chemistry problems, it's bigger problems.
Means you got problems. Okay, and Brew, how does that change your charge for a defensive lineman? He's going to be way more flat-footed, isn't he, versus a run than he is versus a pass where he's going to tee off. So it's a huge,
and I see that kid as a linebacker. I'm letting everyone know in front of me.
Yep. If you expect the Philadelphia Eagles to climb out of this hole, whoever's running these plays, basically what we're sitting there saying, you're running a stale offense. Comebacks, go balls. One thing I talked about opening kicks, I talked about where the Philadelphia Eagles offense ranked on third down. Last year, I'm going to give you this number. Last year, third in all of football on third down. Rex, right now, bottom tier of the list. They're 26th in the National Football League. We're talking about Saquon, Devontae, Goddard, A.J. Brown, and the legs of Jalen Hurts. So today, yes, Brian Flores and that defense is going to challenge this offense. But the one thing about a defensive coordinator, Rex, challenging the offense, that means you're going to get up in my face. So what I said, what they've been working on for the last 10 days since we've seen the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night against the Giants, there's some things you can do in your bye week, and that's working on the deep part of the field. Rex, you're talking about the 40% completion, outside the numbers?
Well, it's less than 40% inside the numbers.
Okay, inside the numbers.
So everything's going outside the numbers.
So, and I put up a tape last week of them not connecting on the deep part of the field. So today, there's going to be some opportunities. I just want to see over the last 10 days, Bruce, have you been working on the deep part of the field, Philadelphia Eagles, or haven't you?
Hey, Randy, great point. Go ahead.
Listen to the Jalen talk also. I mean, when he says it's a collective effort and Sirianni says we're all working on it as a group. No, it's you, Sirianni.
Yes.
All you got to do is go in there and say, run a freaking sweep. Okay, run it outside. This is what I want as a head coach for you to start to do. And that's not happening from the head coach. And what's more alarming than what you guys are talking about of all the offense is that Darlington's talking about chemistry and drama from a team that just won the championship, the Super Bowl last year. And why are we talking about chemistry and drama? It's because you just got your butt kicked by the New York Giants. And watching that, I swear, okay, you win the championship, and I truly believe that you find out who you truly are after you've won your first. And right now, what I see from the Philadelphia Eagles is that one's good enough. Satisfied. We got the championship now. I mean, what does it really matter? Let's all get paid. Let's all get our individual.
NFL Week 6 narrative shifts. 12 players. Coaches making me a believer. Top 5 MVP candidates published. October 6th, 2025 at 12:42 a.m. Jeffrey Chatihar NFL.com columnist in the first read. Jeffrey Chatihar provides a snapshot of the hottest stories and trends heading into Week 6 of the 2025 NFL season, including 3 games worthy of NFL Pro Deep Dive's most intriguing game of Week 6 way too early MVP rankings. But to kick things off, a look at which players and coaches are making me a believer. There comes a time in every NFL campaign when belief is no longer something to fear. The season is so long that it's easy to be impressed by something you see early and then disappointed by how it looks a few months later. The desire to overreact in this league is real. Everyone eventually feels that urge if they spend enough time focusing on these games each week. That's why, when it comes to making proclamations about what's happened thus far, waiting until Week 6 is sensible. Several players and coaches have stood out for the work they've done, and this writer has been dying to weigh in. It would have been too hasty to bring them up in the first read after Week 1 or 2. Now it feels like the perfect time to delve into the people who've already won me over this season. Here they are. Players rank 1 Sam Darnold. Seattle Seahawks QB. Seattle lost a tough game to Tampa Bay on Sunday partly because a Darnold pass skipped off the helmet of a defender and turned into an interception that set up the Bucs' game-winning field goal. Aside from that bad break, there hasn't been much to criticize about Darnold. He's been exactly what the Seahawks hoped they were getting when they signed him in free agency back in March. Just as importantly, he's proven that his resurgence in Minnesota last year wasn't a fluke. Darnold ranked among the top 10 passers in the league when Week 5 began, and he completed 28 of 33 passes for 341 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Bucs before that pick. Seattle is an improved team. It also doesn't have the same weapons that Darnold enjoyed in Minnesota or the same elite defense. His early success in Seattle is about his growth and the relationship he has with Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. As for the man Darnold replaced in Seattle, well, Geno Smith already has thrown 9 interceptions for the Raiders. The Seahawks played this right. Rank 2 Drake May New England Patriots QB. The Patriots' second-year quarterback already was trending in the right direction prior to Sunday night. However, the way May played in a 23-20 win over Buffalo cemented the fact that he has the goods to be special. He made the play of the night on the game-winning drive, when he stiff-armed 320-pound defensive tackle Daquan Jones long enough to avoid a sack and complete a 12-yard pass to Stefon Diggs. New England's drive could have been dead before it ever started. May jump-started it with that effort and led his team to the first game-winning drive of his career, thanks to a 52-yard field goal from Andy Borregales. Renner's 2026 NFL Mock Draft 3.0. Jets and Raiders take QBs in top 5 amid stronger WR and defensive classes by Mike Renner. 15 minutes ago. 1-minute reader main images. Midway through the college football regular season, draft stocks are starting to crystallize across the landscape. This class, more than any in recent memory, features fewer surefire first-round grades, meaning we should expect the unexpected come April. What we can expect, though, is a much stronger wide receiver class than originally anticipated. There are some flat-out dudes on tape this year, and at least 4 have played their way into first-round contention. Without further ado, let's predict the first 32 picks. The 2026 NFL draft order was determined using the reverse Super Bowl odds from FanDuel Sportsbook as of Sunday morning. Prospect and position rankings are from my current top 50 big board. Bet $5. Get $300 NFL mock DRFT round 1 projected team prospect RN position and paid through it since projected team prospect RN position 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 and paid through it since projected team prospect RN position projected team prospect RN position projected team prospect RN position RNKRECREYDSYDS a Rex projected team prospect RN position 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 recruit SIDS or a trades projected team prospect RN position and paid through it since projected team prospect RN position on recruit SIDS Rex projected team prospect RN position projected team prospect RN position on recruit SIDS or Rex projected team prospect RN position projected team prospect RN position. Uncreated or Rex projected team prospect are in position. Uncreated or Rex projected team prospect are in position. 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 Paid through it since projected team prospect are in position. Projected team prospect are in position. Projected team prospect are in position. Uncreated. Rex projected team prospect are in position. Uncreated or Rex projected team prospect are in position. Projected team prospect are in position. Projected team prospect are in position. RNK our latest college football stories. Kiffin. Venables exchange signal barbs before battle. BRAD Crawford at 2 minutes. RD Finelli's power ratings. Texas lingers despite offense. DOM Finelli at 7 minutes. RD Jimbo Fisher talks FSU as former coach eyes return. Joe Dwyer 3 minutes. RD pros. Cons of FSU holding off on firing Mike Norvell's. HP Patterson at 7 minutes. RD legendary Vegas expert reveals Week 9 CFB picks. Bets Danielle Lewis at 3 minutes. RO to watch college football on CBS Sports Network. Week 9 Cody Nagel. 5 minutes. RO to Jama Gibbs runs wild as Lions top Bucks on MNF 10H. Lions knock Bucks out of first in NFC behind Jama Gibbs. Big night 11H. Eric Woodyard and Jenna Lane Gibbs credits O-line for his 2 TD performance on MNF 10H. Jama Gibbs breaks free for 78-yard TD to spark Lions victory. Lions force crucial turnover on downs late. Texans Collins suffers concussion versus Seahawks Cops. XRB Martin died in custody after break-in. Buccaneers lose WR Evans to broken collarbone. Campbell. No looking back after Gibbs breakout. Sources. Graham. Eagles finalizing deal to reunite Broncos. Pound Greenlaw suspended 1 game by NFL source. Titans releasing veteran WR Lockett. QB Jackson still out as Ravens return from Buy American Football 2026 draft. Rise.